Hey, Gabex here. So, I want to talk about things you can do now to kind of prep for Madden 21, right? This is going to be more on the field, but just in case you forgot, tomorrow, July 13th, these sets expire. So make sure to do today, your last rookie premieres. Take a look at my ranking. I don't think you need, somebody asked me if the meta for Madden 21 is changing my rankings of the rookie premieres. They really haven't, right? I still really like these guys the best, and then Burrow. Those are the five I did. I'll think later today if I really want to do these. The last of them, but it is what it is. Okay, so I want to talk about, all right, how do you get better from Madden 21 right now and Madden 20? Obviously, Madden 20 has its broken aspects. You can run stretch, you can run rollout corners and stuff, but generally, a lot of those issues can be solved by the new game. So what's something fundamental you can do right now in 20 that's still an okay offense? I mean, I've been running it. I see other players, I know pro players like K-Mac run a variety of offenses, but basically, I think you should go into more of a passing set and work on that, because if you've been lulled into a false sense of security and how easy this game is to play with different stuff, I think you should work on. All right, let's go to somebody better here. Who's a good defense? Let's first good defense I run across. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to use the New England playbook, and it's something I think I'm between New England and Oakland to start the new game, because in the beta, a lot of the offenses were the same. They're basically live playbooks, and we're going to see some playbook blog come out here in a few days, so we'll know more about that when that happens, when that drops. So basically, I'm going to run through a few routes that are through different concepts that are going to work in 21 because they're football concepts, because they basically just work because of that's literally 11 on 11 football. That's how some of it's how Madden plays too. So you got to read defenses, right? And reading defense is basically the most important thing to any type of offense. I want you guys to work trips tight end, ace slot offset. I do think split close will come back next year, and I think gun bunch is going to be huge next year too. But I've been running trips for a while, so obviously the most important play in the world is four verticals. Four verticals is so nice depending on whatever the defense runs. Should we just sit into a cover 3 or something? Yeah, we'll just sit into a cover 3. So what's great about cover 3 is that you see a lot of people see that purple on the field. See how it jams the middle receiver? So that doesn't allow you to kind of get to that, right? And especially with a pass rush in Madden 20, it'll get to you fast. So, but a lot of people on defense will put those guys in cloud flats. I don't have my second controller on right now, but the seam pattern in Madden 21, the seam pattern, especially early on in the game, is amazing because the zones don't react very well. The players aren't very fast. So Edelman, he's going to get chucked, but with cloud flats, jeez, I'm getting torn apart. What's going on, D Ford? All right, we gotta double this guy. There we go. All right, so the seam pattern here. So right here over top of that linebacker, right below the safety, is a great spot to hit. And now it's something you can do with a lot of things, but basically that's what you want to hit, especially against a cover 3. Otherwise, cover 3s are really taking advantage. Now, cover 3 press might be different. This is Madden 20 because they're going to bail out of there. And then watch the purple is going to chuck Edelman, so you can throw that out route here. It's a lot worse here because that chuck happens. You can throw that out route. I threw that maybe just a fraction of a second too late, but we still got it. So if they chuck your middle guy, then you just throw him on an whoops. Forgot I got Tom Brady on the field. You just throw that out route. All right. So also wheel routes. I think next year is going to be a wheel route like year from hell. I think this is going to be just huge. Wheel routes are going to be the meta unless man coverage sticks with them. But basically next year, you just do here, you throw it out there, you snap, and then you throw it. See, this year you got the inaccurate quick throw. That's gone next year. So bunch is huge, and that wheel route is huge. So 4 verticals. Learn to master 4 verticals. Even in Madden 20, when 4 verticals are just okay, they're still really good, right? 4 verticals are at the low point of power in Madden all time, and they're still amazing, right? You can still get that Edelman free across the seams right here. Oh god, he ran into the guys. Maybe not. Just throw it to him as he runs out of bounds. But anyways, the crosser too is really nice. So I think it's gonna be a wheel route, 4 vertical year next year at least to start. Then again, you can always run the wheel route from White right here. This is actually decent Madden 20. Then you dodge him, throw it a little quicker, and then you can dodge him, juke him out of the way for an easy 5 yards there. Always look to that. Otherwise, that tight end corner route is really deadly. Corner routes, flat routes next year are going to be huge. People are either going to set their defenders way back to stop the corner, or you're just going to throw it short. Or if they send them to hard flats, then you can throw the corner. But when they send them far back, you'll be able to throw it short. And because of how easy it is to rack the ball this next year, and how easy it is to catch the ball and get upfield, you're going to get a lot of yards just throwing at the flats. I think the flats are going to be huge next year. Just like the real NFL where they get out to the running back super quickly. they dump it out to the flats really quickly and get up the field. That's going to be a big part of the meta next year. So, like, I think trips tight end, great formation. Also, if somebody's blitzing you here, a great thing to do is something like this. I kind of like this, too. And then, like, if they're blitzing you, you now have 5 spots to go, depending on what kind of formation they're going and what can they're using it to. You're throwing a low ball to Edelman, low ball to Dorsett. So if the user goes for a Watson, you go to the left side of the field and you just throw like a low pass here. So like throw low to B. Wait, B got covered. God dang it. So that was, you had to read it. I didn't read it very well. But basically, when you see something like this, when you read it, you now have this guy for an easy 5 yards. And this is what I'm setting set 4. So like I'm saying, like this is a great one against pressure. Like if they're setting more, you basically have a bunch of quick reads. So I could throw it here to this guy, throw it out to the running back over there, of course, throw it to my corner route. This guy ended up getting covered on the low pass. This guy ended up getting, that low pass is still open here. Low passes are very nice. Next year we'll see their power, but basically that's a great play against any sort of pressure. Is just to go here, 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 here. You can also, if you want, you can block them if you need to. You can always motion blocking in this game is very powerful, and I don't see it done enough. So like if you want to do something like this, and then motion him in, and then he helps block to help block against pressure. You got crosser, drag. You just kind of throw. Usually they go back and try and lurk the crosser after the drag's there. But so that's a way of getting 7-man protection. Otherwise, you know, you do what you do. You could throw the Watson. The Watson on a post always gets people. So something like this. You can always motion this guy over against cover 2. This is a really nasty route against cover 2 because it gets open. And also cover 3 if it's pressed like that. Easy clap. So that also bugs him out a little bit. So there's some glitchy shit here too of trips tight end. Trips tight end is definitely something I think you should run. You also have like crosser routes. You know, this isn't my favorite crosser route. I'll go show you my favorite crosser routes in the trips tight end that you guys. I think crosser routes next year are gonna be very powerful with how slow the pass rush is. Like crosser routes this past year were good, but the pass route, like right here, this PA slot wheel, I think will be pretty good in the meta. Double in sail, that flat route, that arrow route, and the corner route from the tight end is gonna be meta in 21. Because of how nice that was getting upfield. PA counter goes, a great crosser. You drag the middle guy. You smart route, in route the other guy. You streak the tight end there. Pat's post is, I'll show that in a second. I want to show, yeah. So otherwise you have PA slot wheel. We can go back to, I don't know. I'm going to throw the ball, so let's get more athletes out there. I just want like a base cover 3 maybe. Most people go to like, oh wait, is it? Yeah, there we go. Cover 3 buzz press. Oh, it's press. Whatever. I put him on that. I put B on a. The hell is that called? Hitch. God dang. And the smart route in from Sanu. So you basically right off the snap, right here. Then you can move Dorsett wherever you want. In, out. Usually out's a little bit better than in. Then you have the crosser coming over top, and then the in route if they cover the crosser. So there's a lot of options here. But I really liked crossers in the beta, and it's something that works in 20 if you get enough time, right? If you're going against a guy with a bunch of D-line abilities, you're going to have to hope that your 6-man protection can hold up against 4. Otherwise, you can always scramble too, but generally throw him out. Oh, shoot. I accidentally. Yeah, crossbody, not great. Hey, spec catch. I accidentally rerouted the tight end because I did it too quickly. I think he sometimes gets held up by the defensive end too, sadly. It's like something like that. There it is. Yeah, my tight end got held up, so that sucks. But yeah, that's why crossers don't work in 20, but they work in 21. It's because the pass rush is so much crazy. This is only good. This is only good against somebody not blitzing you, right? It's okay against somebody blitzing you. If you want to motion in people, like I said, and block that. Otherwise, you have 6 blockers. You can motion him across to help pick somebody up and ID them, double team, and chop block, that kind of shit. But otherwise, throw low to B, throw the crosser, woof, heavy pressure and accurate, or throw the in route. But you're going to have to kind of like work the pocket a little bit better there. My offensive line's getting killed. Anyways, so that I think like that's a solid play. What was the other one I want to look at? Oh yeah, the motion across. This is there's a really good one in Oakland if you're running trips. I think Oakland's a little bit better for a lot of this stuff. Cover 3 sky press. So like I like to do this. I can block the tight end here. The tight end's not very needed on that in route, but it's basically the way it's sucked on the linebackers. Then you kind of motion Dorsett over. This is better on the hash marks. A lot of my offense is better on the hash marks. Then you kind of throw it right there. It's like you motion over, throw for that trips tight end. It's a very complicated defense and something you're going to have to make reads on, but I think it's going to be better next year when a lot of this stuff is going to be a lot more open and better reacting, and the user's going to be way worse, and you can kind of confuse them. Because like when you're doing the motioning him over to go against cover 2 or 3, I guess. Like I said, it works. He got messed up last time, but corner routes are corner routes. Little swerve. Swerve's a little worse next year. I hate that. So like that's trips tight end. Otherwise, ace slot is a really good one to run for next year because ace slot's really good at picking up blitzes too. The blitz was not the meta at all this past year. This post was really good, and levels wise sail, right? Levels wise sail and posts. Screens were also really nice, so make sure to work those in. But like posts is super cool. Like just running posts is really hot. I like putting Watson on a better corner route right there. Otherwise, you can streak him, but yeah, generally the corner route's great because this post is also a cover 2 beater. I can show you the cover 2 beater here. Like throw the RB right there. Otherwise, oof, X was getting open right there that you could throw that in too. But let's show the cover 2 beater because it's a literal glitch in cover 2. Show posts nickel. This one I think oh god dang it. What did I call on defense? I don't even remember. I think it was like in or out, streak, something like this. So you got extra blockers, and then you want to... Oh wait, you gotta be on the sidelines for this. Yeah. Yeah, this didn't work. Do you see how? Let me set that up for you. It's better. It's obviously better with mobile quarterbacks. Tom Brady is not a good bomber of coverages. This should be enough for him. But watch the cover 2 safety kind of mess up. This might be in the game next year too. Double team. My running back's not getting the cut, sadly. And this guy goes here. Watch that cover 2 safety on the right side. See how he kind of goes down there? Oh, yeah. See how X was running past him? Tom Brady, we just need to get a little further, a little faster out there. But I'll show you. That's a cover 2 beater with a mobile quarterback. So I definitely think passing and doing a lot of hitches, short passing, and then learning some bombs. Cover 3 bombs really easy. Do you see how kind of he freaked out? Yeah. So like he was coming open if Tom Brady was any faster, escaping the pocket there. So it's a really good idea to get to remember this concept. That's gonna be huge. The throw out the flat. Next year they get up the field much faster. Ooh, get off me! Hell yeah! Go fuck your face, Sherman. That's always a good concept. The running back Texas type deal here with the angle route is really nice. It's technically not a Texas concept, but you get what I'm saying. So I think passing the ball, definitely switch to a more passing offense and not one that's just predicated on rollout corners. And I think you'll be a lot better for Madden 21. That's my biggest suggestion. I think next year, that's what you want to do. Obviously, you got to work in the run game, inside zone. 0-1 trap in this set is okay too. Depending on if they send a 1-4-6, then it's great. This is great against 1-4-6. You can always audible to other things too. Single backs, you can run stretches, that kind of stuff. Next year, you'll have an even better chance at going to more advantageous audibles, depending on how you set your depth chart. So that's what I suggest. I suggest switching over to Patriots, switching over to a passing offense. And even though you're going to lose a lot more games because it's not as powerful as stretch, rollout corners, it's going to prep you for the next game. Because who cares really about Madden 21? I also like Y off trips is my kink, right? This tight end deep out is... I guess I should have talked about this. Against cover 2, this stuff is so cool. You streak Watson, you got that Sanu. Sanu's not... Oftentimes it doesn't really work because he gets a good press there. What is happening? Yeah, San Francisco's amazing because their pass rush is killing me. I should have taken like New England defense. But like if Sanu gets an outside release... on that guy, which a lot of people do let him an outside release. Sometimes the inside release will screw you. Dude, Buckner is just killing my double team. What is life? I hate you. You can go like this. And then swerve. Oh, nope. Nice play, Ward. But anyways, if you see him get bumped inside, you don't want to throw that fade route. But if he doesn't get bumped inside, then that fade route's great against cover 2. Unless they make a superhuman play, which sometimes happens if they have that superstar safeties. But like, this is solid because also you can hit your tight end here at the middle if they don't have him in a deep zone. This game's great. So it's also great here because early in the year, a lot of these post patterns out of this very specific set, these post patterns you can't get because you won't have a hot route master quarterback. So like a lot of this stuff is kind of cool. So like I had that low high post issue that put him in conflict there with the user. So like there's a lot of cool stuff you can do in this set too. So also this route from the running back is really neat. Like almost uncoverable. another one to your face, Sherman. But that's what I suggest. I suggest that's your kind of adjustment to Madden 21. So rookie premieres, doing this New England offense, kind of little mini breakdown for you. Definitely do it like even on this because you can max protect. I love this set. Then you can run him on a hitch. You can run like this kind of concept. And then Dorsett, you can even put him into like a corner. Corners are just super powerful. They're like stupid powerful this year. Next year they're going to be good though. It's like how then just throw him low. Couple yards there. For like blitz stoppers. Otherwise I really love this. Against that like, because in the 1-4-6 blitz, they have a soft squat, not a cloud flat. Sanu gets an outside release, so it's really nice against the 1-4-6 stuff if people send that at you. 1-4-6, you can block him, check and release, and then streak him if it's a 1-4-6. And then just like go like this. You get the same action up the center of the field. Woof. Sorry, that didn't work. I should have thrown that to the outside guy. But pressure was kind of hot. Anyways, there it is. Watson's going to sit down against zone on that option route. Little breakdown for you. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.